Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. If you're interested in joining any of our games, we are finally firing off a brand new story arc for an epic level 20 campaign for Friday evenings. It is continuing with some of the same characters from the previous ZODIAC campaign that was happening during that time slot, as well as a couple of way older characters as well, coming back to, well, start adventuring into the Astral Sea, running around between realms and seeing what shenanigans they can get into. Perfect thing to do after they finally put Levy back into its slumbering state. They were successful, so congrats everybody. The realms are not going to flood with an infinite flood. Good stuff. So, if you're interested in that, be sure to reach out to me and let me know, or you can go through our Patreon, which is listed down in the description below. Go ahead, Bart. Tell us what happened last session.
Absolutely. So, last session started off, I believe, with us having wrapped up our long rest. And upon breaking camp, we noticed that there was an imp, invisible, sort of loitering and keeping an eye on us. About half the party has ways of seeing invisible creatures, so the imp's stealth attempts were flawed, and he was promptly captured. We spent a few minutes interrogating the imp, trying to work out who he works for, this, that, and the other, but they seem to be magically bound to prevent them from telling us who their master was. But through some carefully worded questions, we were able to determine their owner, whose name escapes me currently.
Oh, that's way up in the chat.
It is. There's an entire fight ahead of it. Yeah, way up. Anyway, I'll just go into chat log.
Yeah, it's too far up.
So we found out the name of their master, worked out roughly who they are, where they are, that kind of thing, through some carefully worded questions to allow the imp to skirt around their magical, what's the word? Requirements.
Bindings,
yeah. Responsibilities was kind of the word I was going for, I think, somewhere along those lines. And the imp also offered up to trade basically fair and uninhibited escape from our interrogation in exchange for fair warning of where the location of the spear that we're looking for is and what's guarding it. We thought that was a pretty fair trade, so we were going to take the option, but then Sandy just pulled the imp's heart out of its chest and said,
Reese did that.
That was Reese.
Sorry, Reese.
It was all
Reese
him, man.
Yep.
Reese pulled the imp's heart out of its chest and said, "Ha, nice deal, but you're going to tell us anyway, and then I may not kill you." Handed the heart to Sandy, and the imp spilt the beans as any sensible sentient creature would, especially when faced with the threat of going back to the hells and paying off all of his back-paid child support. The imp told us that the spear was pretty much directly below us or ahead of us from in a cave, guarded by a horrible creature that we established to be a beholder. And we, at that point, let the imp go, or left them heartless, and we said we'd come back for them later, maybe if we can remember and or feel like it. Pushing on, we entered the lair of the beholder, and after taking a quick surprise disintegration ray, which fortunately didn't zap anyone immediately, we realized that the beholder was using a series of sort of roof tunnels and pathways to get the sneak on us. The fight began, and we definitely struggled to get the ball rolling, but eventually we managed to pick up some momentum, drag the boulder down into nearly melee range, and after the draining of a small lake to get us access to the floor where the beholder was sort of hovering above, we were finally able to bring it down, fortunately with no serious injuries or deaths, which was honestly a bit of a shock. And that was where we left off, with the beholder dead and us trying to sort of reconcile our next steps.
So, you all look down there. You see that the pond underneath where Irvin was fighting and hovering is almost completely drained. Barely any water remains, as it has gone to someplace else down here, further past the open valve that Glenn had opened. Looking in there, you see that there's quite a few corpses. Mostly skeletons, some petrified, and there's a lot of adventuring bags.
I would like to investigate.
Bet you would.
Yes.
Soundy rocks up with you.
Am I good? I'm on top of the beholder as it's falling.
Yeah, give me a dex save.
Okay.
I
was making sure I was fine.
Am I able to pull myself and Bart out of the running stream?
Oh yeah, the stream settles after a little while of its flow.
All right. Let's get out of there.
I am assisting you, Cat.
Excellent.
Why are you rolling a perception? It's an investigation. Oh,
24.
because I'm scrolled all the way up trying to figure out things. Okay.
Yeah. 24.
You are the fool.
Yeah, Reese, you only take about 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall. Not that bad.
Other Pinchy beholder.
Amateur.
20.
Meanwhile, Cat's just like thinking through things.
Alrighty.
During this time, how's the beholder looking? I knew it took psychic damage.
It looks
Baron.
pretty fucked up from the attacks that people did.
Disintegrate.
Yeah. There's not really. Oh wait, yeah, disintegrate. It.
Disintegrate hit it, but what killed it was the Baron.
So it's pretty fucked up, and a lot of it is very fucked up.
There's probably like an open hole somewhere in it where the disintegrate shot through.
Can I try to harvest one of its eye stalks?
You can try to harvest in general. Roll me a survival check.
Okay.
I will help you with that.
Oh, I appreciate it. A survival check?
That's what I said.
Sorry. I'm gonna use lucky on that. I don't know what.
Well,
You have
he's
advantage.
helping
You
you,
have
so you get
advantage.
24.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
I'm helping
that's
you.
amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why I click advantage.
Don't burn it!
I got
Don't
the
burn that
No,
lucky!
no! Save it!
So looting through everything, Cat.
Hmm.
Whoa, that was a little fucking shaky for me for a second.
Oh, baby.
That is everything that you find.
Sweet.
You know, there's a lot more shit you find, but nothing of value, you know? Like, you're just
Okay.
picking out the things that, you know, it's going to be worth shoving them into your bag of holding. Because despite what everybody acts like, bags of holding do have limited spaces, guys. It's just not very limited.
But when you have several men who are dedicated to carrying all your shit.
This is why you're taking the expensive things.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What was your harvest check? 24 for your
24.
survival? Ooh, not high enough to harvest the eye.
What
However,
about the eye stalks?
bro, when I say however, just let me speak, please. I got you. Damn. You first end up harvesting some beholder membrane, a large rubbery balloon that holds many of the beholder's internal organs, often prized by scholars and magic users for spellcrafting. It is valued at 45 gold, weighs 40 pounds, and will expire in 7 days. Next, you harvest one of the eye stalks successfully. Roll a d10. Or d8, right?
2 got destroyed. Or you had a D9 in the beginning of combat, and then 1 got destroyed by monkey, so it's a D8.
Yeah, slow got destroyed.
Yes.
So it's a d8. Go ahead. Okay, you got the eye stalk that was doing innervation.
Ooh.
So the eye stalk, label it innervation, valued at 500 GP. It weighs 8 pounds and will expire in 2 days. Now, which one of you had any knowledge about beholders before entering in here?
Glenn.
You're aware that some mages are able to craft wands out of these eye stalks, but you have 2 days to craft it, or it's going to be unusable at that point. The eye stalk wand is a fairly powerful magical item that can replicate to some degree the beholder's effect once per day.
Would I know that if we cast any sort of like necromantic magic over it, that it could extend the time?
If you have a very specific necromantic magic. Very specific.
Yeah, so we got like 2 days to harvest this part, otherwise it becomes useless. That's what Glenn will tell everybody.
No, we have some time. I can save it.
Oh, sweet.
And it's the same thing for the membrane, but that one is just a valuable component people can use for spells.
And just to ask Joey, the 7 art objects, that's what the description is below?
Yes. 3
Okay.
small golden idols, 1 golden dragon comb set with red garnets as eyes, 1 painted gold war mask, 1 obsidian statuette with gold fittings and inlay, 1 carved harp of exotic wood and ivory inlay, and zircon gems.
Right, all of that's now in the party loot.
As well as 2 potions of invisibility that was attached to a bandolier with 5 potion slots.
The remaining flesh of the beholder, I take like a chunk of it, and I just give it to the mimic satchel.
It'll
And I
store
go,
it
"As-
for later.
I go, as promised.
It'll store it for later. But you were 1 off from getting the beholder eye. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably shot too many eye beams at it.
Yeah, it was the focus of everybody's attention, so that's,
As I hold the eye, I look at Glenn. I wonder if we can implant this into your eye.
What?
Just theory, we are in the city of science, after all.
He holds the giant eye.
That's the eye stock.
Nah, I know, I'm joking with you.
And,
yeah,
I wonder if we
big
can put
one.
this in
We
there.
could put this in there.
I think that's gonna fit over my face.
As everyone is doing everything, once Captain finishes the investigation, puts everything into the party loot, she will ritually cast Gentle Repose on both of the items from the beholder.
there you go. So
I-
that extends them
I
both
appreciate-
7 days.
I'm just gonna shove them in my bag. Oh, I also checked the 4 rods and the handful of monies that was inside the mimic that I took from him.
Oh, the 4 rods? Yeah, they're magical rods for some type of ritual that you don't understand.
Oh, they look like, I don't know. I pull up these rods. I was like, oh, this was in the Mimic, by the way. I don't know if you have the ability to check what this can do. Maybe they're just fancy devil sticks.
But the same rods as what we had from the the celestial portal.
Are they?
That's what I'm asking.
Yes, they are.
Seems from the same ritual as what had been conducted at the celestial portal. I will think on it. And I know I remember before, like I couldn't quite figure it out with the new ivory rods. Would I be able to?
You can roll an Arcana check.
Sweet. 13.
Can't figure it out.
Oh, okay.
As an expert in Arcana, right? Can I try and figure it out?
Do you have the ability to ritually cast?
Yes, I do.
You do?
He's a
I'm
bard.
a bard.
Oh,
and a
fuck. I
cleric.
keep forgetting you're a
Bard
bard.
and a
Yeah.
cleric.
I have arcane in religion.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Plus, I'm an expert. Yep. I got it.
I'm an expert.
I'm an expert.
I'm an expert.
Yeah, you can't really figure it out either, unfortunately.
I deduce that this was used to beat somebody over the head with. Glenn, if you would demonstrate.
And it's like playing with his eyes, like seeing if he could actually rip it out. Ow! Nope, can't do
No,
it.
don't do that yet. We'll figure it out. We're in the city of science. I'm sure we can figure something out if we want to go down that route. I throw the eyeballs in the bag in my brain.
You should store it in the membrane. Perfect.
Stored in the
Just wrap it up.
membrane.
We've all been playing together too long.
Yes, we have.
I don't know what I did, but apparently people liked it.
Insane in the membrane.
Oh.
Apparently, ICP did not reach Iceland.
It did not.
That's not ICP. Wait.
Is it not?
No, that's not ICP.
Mm-mm.
That's a one-hit
Apparently
wonder.
Apparently, it also didn't hit Britain.
All right, now I gotta.
So, you all have found...
Cypress Hill.
That's
Thank you. You all have found a great many different toys, fun little useful objects and items, valuable components, but you still have not found that thing you were supposed to be looking for. The spear.
Will somebody please shake the Rainmaker?
Who has it?
I shake my tush.
I do.
Monkey just starts
The
twerking in the
Rainmaker, not the
background.
Moneymaker.
Just like
I mean, with the mapping
Who's
that
it?
that we've been following, would Glenn know if we're close enough to that now is a good time to try to shake the Rainmaker?
Oh, you're absolutely close enough for that, yeah.
All right, give it a good shake.
Okay. Hatata. I'd attempt to use it.
You hatata, apparently.
Yeah.
And the sound of the pouring rain starts becoming incredibly loud where you all are right now. And it's directing your attention up above you. Inside of the hole it kept popping in and out of.
Well, that makes sense.
Glenn, stop picking your eye.
Right.
Glenn?
I will see what I can find and wings.
You already used those.
You already have them out.
Damn it!
And they only last a minute, so they're gone.
No,
I pull out.
no, I didn't use them.
Yes, you did.
Good.
Yeah.
You summoned them before you went into the lair, and then they disappeared as soon
Mhm.
as you got
That's
looked at.
true. Okay.
Yep. And this has definitely been longer than a minute after all of your
Damn it.
everythings.
Glenn is going to start floating up a bit from his boots. He's going to say, "Does anybody want to come check up this hole with me?"
Sure. I play a string on my violin, and shadow-like wings come out, and I say, I could do that too. I fly up.
You're being one-up, cat.
I have the spell slots for dispel magic. I'm tempted.
Don't tempt her. Just
Pettiness.
wait until you get just out of reach. Just
Yeah, I mean, I don't spend spell slots for this spell. You do.
So
and this is how the party broke apart.
I know.
Just spite.
Jealousy and pettiness.
Pettiness.
Exactly. And I was just
Yeah.
like, Glenn has the freest way of doing this.
It's free for me
Float
too.
up there. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't know your shit.
So, when you
Seems to be
fly
the
up
vibe.
there, Reese, you see that there is what appears to be a small landing. Hidden behind this large, almost diamond-looking crystal is a very, very dark shafted and brown bladed, rusty looking spear. Oddly enough, for a spear, it has serrated edges on both sides. It has black feathers dripping down from the tip of the, well, skewering part of it, blade. And the entire shaft has wrapped around it what appears to be a very thick, leathery bind.
I look at Glenn since he's floating up there with me, and I go, "You think this is it?"
Yeah, I actually never got a good description of the spear.
I mean, it does look like a spear.
It does look like the spear.
It does look
It
like
does
a
look like a
spear.
spear.
Should we like grab it or something? Yeah, let's grab it. I'm tempted to get it.
Okay?
I've-
Kunk! Your hand cracks against the, as I previously described, crystal that looks almost diamond-like.
Oh,
Oh, that's encasing the spear?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
hmm.
How are you getting on up there, boys? Anything?
You might hear something really loud, and I don't know. Actually, I don't want to cast a shatter. That might break it.
You get
Reese
a
is messing with it.
You get a
no.
message, Reese, from Samdi. You know, if you just wait a minute, I could float Bart up there with you. He has a pickaxe. That's
Wow.
super magical.
Oh, well, this is a heads up. It's encased in crystal, so yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Actually, question about how both Katarine and Samdi's detect thoughts thing work.
I'm
Are
not
you
using
able to
detect
s-
thoughts.
Oh, with your psychic abilities, then are you able to like see the images that we see?
If you mentally think about them hard enough,
So-
most likely.
As we made it canonical, I think 2 sessions ago, it depends what type of thinker you are. Are you somebody who thinks in images, or are you somebody who thinks in words?
Right. Yeah. Glenn is
And-
definitely image.
Glenn is image-oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Whereas the bard, as a creative, would also be... So if charisma is one of your casting points, you're going to be image-based. That's how you understand things. Because most creatives see things as images. They don't see things as words. And charisma is the creativity stat. And Glenn, even though charisma is not really your thing, your brain just kind of
He's a very visual person. Yeah.
ADD's out. And yeah.
Yeah.
Canonically, you are
we
the
trying
most
to
ADD
suggest
in the
that
party.
Glenn's brain is like a picture book.
I
Yeah.
wasn't going to say it so bluntly, but yes.
So yeah, I guess you would touch the earring, go to both Katarina and Samdi. He's like, you guys seeing what I'm seeing? He's picturing it in his head.
Just connects to your mind. Yeah, I kind of guessed with the crystal thing encasing it, but hey Bart,
Bo?
I'm just gonna say, don't fight this.
Why have you got to make everything sound so ominous, but fine.
And I'm just going to telekinesis him straight up.
It's like, Glenn, just one punch it. Just like
Getting ready.
collapsing
I'm
hand
winding up.
punch. Just
1 inch
one inch
punch it.
punch it right now. Just
Right.
like a taekwondo board. Go for it.
And before they start
Taekwondo.
going,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to connect to Bartokov's mind so I have an idea of where they're going. Right, so like distances and such. And I'm like, Monkey, do you want to go up there?
Why exactly would I go up there?
Everybody roll me a d20, but continue.
Do you want to see
Oh,
what they're
that's
talking
not
about?
ominous.
Yeah,
baby.
Suppose. Might be a
Alright,
good
so touch
idea.
him, and we're dimension dooring.
And I'm the only one left down here.
And
Oh, I
we
thought you took Bartokov.
and we dimension
Fuck that,
door
they
into
can
a trap.
handle it.
Woohoo!
Can you have Bartokov carry you? Like
I am moving
Right,
him
okay.
up there,
Cat
so I don't
D20.
have to be there.
We dimension door into a trap. Oh, she has to roll the d20 first.
Oh,
Oh,
Well-
very close to each other.
So, Monkey, on a 19, you feel that the fates have determined that you are exceptionally lucky today. Thank you so very much for that donation, Tim. We really do appreciate it. You get a viewer inspiration from Kel. Make sure you thank
God
Kel.
damn it, Tim.
Love you, Tim.
Hey,
I'm the
Timmy.
elephant man.
oh man.
Yeah, real close. Monkey
Real
sniped that
close.
one.
Ah.
Monkey,
and as
like
I was
everything
helping
in
you
life,
up too.
like
Keep your
everything in
powder
life,
dry.
Monkey, you managed to steal it without us knowing it.
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, before they get up here, Glenn, just taekwondo block it. You know you want to.
Are you going to try to do that, Glenn?
Oh, yeah, I mean, if that's the suggestion.
Give
Get
me an
ready.
attack roll.
Before he does that, I want to go. You got this. Your knees are weak. Your arms are heavy. There's blood on your shirt. It's beholder spaghetti. You got this.
Beholder
I'm
spaghetti.
gonna
With the
inspire
stocks
him.
is the noodles.
The
Yeah,
stocks are the noodles.
So the eyes are actually the meatballs.
exactly.
As he takes a deep breath. One chance, do not miss it.
I'm a chance to blow.
And strike. 21 hit.
21 hits.
No
Please roll
nibbles.
damage.
You have a D8.
None
or
yet.
D10.
So as your fist connects with it, you see this reverberating energy go across it, back, and slams into you, and you take 8 bludgeoning damage, Glenn.
Cool.
I'm
Whoa.
not gonna lie to you. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I would have loved it if it was the same sort of situation with the cave wall, how like a little explosion happens and they just get launched off the ledge.
Everyone just heard boof. What was that? Nothing.
Yeah, you all hear the small kung as Bart is rising first, and then blink, blink. The other two are up here, and Samdi just gets to sit down there twiddling his, thumbs. Like,
I'm just gonna
so
stand on the
glad that I
ledge.
got to witness that. But you probably should have seen that coming.
Cool. Yeah. Careful. There's a bit of a kickback.
Oh, we know. Let's let him hit with the pickaxe and let's get out of the way a little bit.
I will back up.
Worst case, I can try and shatter it since it's made of like glass crystal thing. So but I don't want to damage the spear either.
Somebody says to Glenn.
Spear is magical. The spear will be fine, but
Okay.
let's see what happens. And Bart's gonna like just take a tentative like tink tink with the pickaxe just to see if it does the same reverberation thing.
oh yeah, it definitely reverberates out, and you feel the repulsion.
Ding, ding goes the trolley.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
Was that I know I did it like a session ago where Glenn punched the wall and there was some kind of reverberating magic
Mhm.
effect. Is that similar to this?
Arcana check, please.
Come on, Glenn. 17.
It seemed very similar to that, but this seemed much more potent and concentrated.
Right. So it seems like whatever's like laying around this wall might be originating from this.
That would make sense. Everyone stop hitting it for a moment, and she's gonna put her hand on it and going to ritually cast Identify.
Okay.
During that 10 minutes, Glenn would pop his head down just to check on Samdi, make sure he's doing all right.
Or maybe, we lower a rope.
Yeah.
And expect
Can I carry
somebody
him
to athleticize.
Wait, is it like a platform up? Sorry, I assumed it was like a cylinder, and it was like at the top of the cylinder.
So it's
Is
an
there, like, a
open
platform?
dome area, and then it's up
Okay.
into a hole, and there is a platform area up here.
Okay. And then
Am I able to fly down and try to like pick up Samdi and bring him up with us?
Yeah. Wait, what's your strength score?
I am average at 10.
No. Somebody weighs.
Samdi also
I am
is
proficient
not
in
allowing
athletics.
you.
with our powers?
So it's
combined,
not
we
the
can do it.
athletic, it's the carrying capacity.
Okay, I hear you. No.
And
Samdi
Samdi
is
is
not a light
canonically
man.
the heaviest person in the party. He's made of scales.
Right.
So,
that
like,
makes sense.
And Chonk.
he thick.
There's a reason why he has a high constitution and a low dexterity.
So.
I imagine his legs being like ETs, like almost non-existent.
Why do you think I waddle? I don't have knees.
Alrighty. So. As you cast Identify on this. Oh, that's the interesting thing. This is what you read. You identify Katarine, a powerful wizard who is on the cusp of becoming an archmage once the discoveries of future magics are made. This wizard is proficient in explosive magics as well as has a very good ability to control their enemies from a distance and afar.
You hear Samdi laughing in your head.
Samdi. If I was this crystal, I'd be saying things about you, so stop. That's very strange. The crystal identifies itself as myself.
Inside your head, or it identified you. You cast-
That's interesting.
Crystal identify you.
Something
But-
hits
So-
it hits back. Something
Yeah.
casts spell on it, spell comes back.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is some kind of like reflected like property that it has. Anything that
Okay.
you do both magically and physically probably gets bounced back to its.
How big is this case?
It encompasses the entirety of the spear, which is around a 5-foot spear.
Hey, princess, did you find any traps around it?
I could take a look.
Investigado.
I'll help you. It's low.
Okay.
Samdi, after waiting a while, seeing that nobody died.
Wait,
is
hold on,
going
hold
to-
on.
Oop, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
There are no traps around it.
Right.
It is
I pick it up.
up
I try
here
to. I
and
attempt
just-
to. I attempt to grab it and see if I can pull it.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
You got
As he is strongmanning it, Samdi just floats himself up on a little piece of stone.
Magneto!
That's always what I've been
I-
looking like.
will use my game inspiration for this because.
Oh,
Lovely.
No nibble. No.
No
Do I
nipples.
burn it? Do I burn it? Do I burn it? Is he lying to me?
Oh,
Is this
she's-
something I can really do?
She said you ain't got no nipples.
Well,
That-
monkey.
wrong A word.
Yep.
Oh man.
Has to be
Oh,
the intended roll. Has to be the intended
So,
roll.
yep, no, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know how I did that. Okay, athletics. Still gonna do it at advantage.
Oh!
28.
It's the
Nat
first
20
time it's
for
actually
28.
worked in our advantage.
So you lift the crystal up, and as you kind of grab it at the bottom and lift very heavily with your legs, it weighs a tremendous amount, Monkey. This thing is something that you would not be able to carry with you. But as it leans backwards, you kind of like reposition, and you have two options. Either you're going to drop it, or you're going to put it against you, and you're going to put yourself against the wall.
All right, if I drop it, can I drop it so it falls far down?
Sure. I'll allow you a sleight of hand check to make sure you can hit that.
I wanted to hit that.
If
okay,
we drop it,
If this thing bounces back up at like twice the speed,
So
we're gonna have a problem.
the DC of you dropping it down the hole is 10. The DC of you dropping it and not hitting Samdi is 20.
Can I take my game disadvantage?
Sure. You've earned it.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Monkey,
but
Asa. No, not Monkey. Asa. Know that I will find you.
No. All right, here we go. Sleight of hand, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There can't be that
Okay.
many Asas in
No, there-
fucking insurance.
No,
There's
there's
about
there's a handful. But
Sure,
I
there's
do
fine.
I do automatically have advantage at this.
Oh, yeah.
But oops, I don't want to.
I'll go down the list Terminator style. Just knock on your
Can
door.
someone else do
Are you
something so I can
Asa?
silvery barbs it?
All right, 30.
Dirty 30. You drop it down the hole, and Samdi, as you're coming up, you just watch the giant crystal crash right past you. And when it lands on the floor, you all watch as a reverberation of energy happens at the bottom of it, and that crater down below where that pond is expands deeper by another 2 feet and wider by another 15.
Oh my.
I will, now that I've heard the crash, lean over. Look out.
His eyes are right underneath your feet.
Is he like-
Anxiety gator.
Something who essentially to everyone else looks like just a crocodile surfacing on the water with the
Coming out of the
entrance
hole.
to the platform.
Yeah.
Goes back under and then floats himself back over to the ledge and sits down.
Well, that answers that question.
Wow.
I'm assuming the crystal's not damaged at all.
Not even a crack.
This is something that's not going to be quite so easy to figure out, I'm sure. And, you know, thank you for making me waste a spell slot to get up there. Because now it's down there.
But I think it'll be easier for us to figure it out down there.
I'll telekinesis cat down here.
Before we go, can I take a look and see what's out? Like, is there anything else on this platform?
Up on this platform, there's nothing else, just the spear.
Okay. And then I will go.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just phew.
She just kind of like goes down, just.
Lie down too.
Now you know how I feel, except you didn't nearly die.
So,
I thought you were amazing, Crocodile. If it helps.
whoever wants to come back down can come back down, no problem. Through the help
I'm
of
gonna-
others.
I'm gonna look around the platform, see what else is around here. Through this dome. Is there anything like anything
There's
else? That
nothing else up here. I just said that.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, going down.
All right.
I'm gonna float Bart with Katarine. Just
Thank you.
and I'll leave Monkey to his own devices.
All right, perfect. How far down is it?
It's around a 40-foot drop.
If I were to like, well,
Wait,
Since
the
no one
water was
else is-
25 and then it was 40. So it's 65-foot drop.
yeah, since no one offered to help get me down. If I were to like try to
Just jump.
look, Ma, no brains. If I were to,
If everybody else jumped off a bridge, would you?
probably depends on what's at the bottom. I don't know. Are they my friends?
If your known associates jumped off a cliff, would you?
Known associates.
Okay, so let's do.
Monkey, you get a message from Glenn. It's like, I got you, Monkey. You can jump.
All right, thank you. And I will jump.
I will reaction cast Featherfall.
I am so tempted to counterspell that.
Counterspell.
I know what, like Cat and Somdi are like.
Okay, so Samdi wants to. Carl a bit less. I'm gonna let it. I'm
A
just
bit
gonna,
more.
Yeah, just I'm gonna let this happen. I'll leave it up to you, Kat, if you want to.
No. There's a temptation, but she's like, you know what? He's useful, so no.
You nearly fucking dropped that on me, but hey, I didn't clarify I was coming back up.
Alrighty. So, you're all down here.
Hmm.
And then I started blasting.
You know, I'm thinking if I just punch it harder.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
no,
I'm leaning
no.
towards trying to shatter it just to see if
Can
that
we?
does it. Because
that-
it's made of crystal.
Yeah, but if stuff bounces off of it, can we try dispel magic on it to see if it's a magical effect and not just a crystal?
Just make sure you're not wearing anything magical on you.
Probably a good idea.
I think all of us are wearing magical things,
Yes.
Well, yeah,
I could
and
try
dispel
to
magic only is temporary, right?
Yeah, it's just temporary on magic items. You can't like ruin a magic item with it. Well, I don't know. Joey's the DM, but it might be different. Cause...
Dispel
the fuck
magic
is
is
that
only
bird doing in here?
temporary. It's only temporary, yeah.
The metagame pigeon. The fuck are you doing here?
Hmm.
Oh, we're in a mine shed. It's the metagame canary.
I'm gonna take a just think of because it seems very similar to the Enchanter's Guile spell, right? It seems very similar to that to me. So could I have some sort of insight on how that particular magic works?
You can roll an Arcana check to see if you can figure out anything about this based off of experimentation.
Perfect. I would like to use one of my advantages.
Alrighty, go for it.
17.
The similarity between it and Enchanter's Guile is very notable. However, this does not appear to be arcane in its creation. This protective barrier and boundary around it seems to be celestial in nature. So, you know the best counter to celestial style magics is always going to be arcane magics. But you have to outsmart it.
Okay.
Well, it's like rock, paper, scissors, right? Divine counters evil, evil counters arcane, arcane counters divine.
Evil counters all.
Hmm.
Can I rip out its heart? No, I'm just kidding. Can I?
Do you want to try?
No, I'll rip my own heart out.
That
no,
happens. Somebody immediately becomes the fastest person in the room. Steals it.
I have Mason Tools proficiency still. Like, if this is an ore, is it shatterable? I don't know.
No, it's this is something that needs to be cracked by some sort of arcane.
Joey.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jess, keep going. I didn't know you
That's
were
all right.
about to
No,
speak.
it's all right. It's all right. Go ahead.
So with my knowledge of smith and tools and a bit of the arcana and arcane, can I see if there's can I determine if there would be a way to like use a tool or maybe a furnace that was hot enough to like melt it or some type of combination of tooling and a little bit of arcana and a little bit of thingamabobbing? And there may not be a way to do it. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he just said.
I don't know either.
I have an idea, but
So basically, I've got like so he's got background in smithing, smith tools, background in smithing, background in arcana. Is there something from those two backgrounds that he can maybe
Connect the dots.
connect the dots, and because he has advantage. Well, I'm gonna throw in another one here too. So smith tools proficiency,
Okay.
advantage with arcana checks, and then he's also proficient in religion, like some kind of combo.
Well, you're welcome to roll me an Arcana check, but you'll be the second and final person to roll.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to pull other thing. I'll do it. What the hell?
Well, Smiths does not apply to a crystal, unfortunately. Smiths is
That
good
would
for
be-
metals and such. Masons.
Yeah,
So-
I
That's
was
what I was
just
about to say. While he's talking and spitting out words, can I assist him with my mason tools and like?
Nope,
try
only
to...
2 people can engage in checks at any given time. Cat already did hers. Now Monkey's doing his.
I was gonna see if I
And
can
you
assist him.
guidance him though.
Yes, you assisting would be a third person engaging with the check. We only
Yeah,
do 2
okay.
people.
2. Yeah, and you don't
Okay.
need to. I already have advantage on arcana.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's what he's having me roll.
Yes, but can
s-
anybody cast
okay.
guidance on them?
Oh, that's always available if anybody could cast guidance.
I guess I'll guide him.
All
You
right,
smell
there we go.
sulfur.
I'm glad
The smell of
I'm glad I
sulfur.
hesitated. I like paused, like.
You
Okay,
smell
here we go.
sulfur along your hands, and I go, "You got this."
Man, I ate too many hard-boiled eggs.
It happens.
Oh,
They're
dear
soft
Lord.
boiled, actually.
I don't think I've been this nervous about a roll.
Apparently, you should be.
I should be. What is that? A D4?
Yeah, it's a D4.
Hey, 15.
15.
Which is lower than.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it's lower than cat. It's all right though.
So, you discern that you are not going to have a simple, mundane way of breaking this open to get to the spear. The fact that the divine has worked on it means mundane and particularly fiendish magics are probably not going to work.
Yeah, this reminds me of the old. I don't quite remember, but I kind of seem to know there were some like puzzle boxes back from where I'm from, where just kind of seemed to work and at home. But if we were going down to the place where more other people were, they couldn't get it open. This is quite a conundrum, as they do say.
And I'm typing that out as a reminder for everybody before somebody asks me again. This has been confirmed by 2 of your characters now.
Yeah.
Right. I do have.
So
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Princess, I think this might be more in your realm, or maybe someone that has got the book learnings.
I do have an idea,
Dear
but
God.
it would require an outer rest so I could have the magic back to do it.
Are you gonna blast that thing with that disintegrating thing that you did to the boulder?
Yes, but the part of that is it would probably send it back to me, but I've already cast a spell that mirrors it right back.
Are we gonna have a mirror fight?
So you're just gonna so we gotta stand out the way while this beam that you fire is gonna keep pinging back and forth till one of you guys break.
I dislike
the
this
mirror
plan,
magic that I have on myself works once. So,
and that is why I dislike this plan.
but it's what I have. It itself is celestial, and that's really what I have at the moment. Everything else is, well, even with the short rest, but everything else seems to be.
I think we can wait. There's no real hurry. I'd rather see this thing be gotten rid of or something, but I would hate for it to fall in the wrong hands.
I agree.
I would like to try to shatter it at least once.
Certainly.
Get away.
I need to look and see where we're at, so I know if I need to move.
So if you guys want to get out the lake.
Yeah, Kat is going to be like behind something, but close, but still able to observe what happens.
Because I have 60 feet, so I'm gonna move over here.
Why did you move behind Somdi when you said that, Kat?
Yeah.
You moved again after that, but you moved like immediately
Well,
right.
because I was trying to round the corner and it wouldn't, you know.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, just checking.
Okay.
Making
No.
sure I'm not alone.
I just want to try it, because I feel like it specifically calls out crystal. Might as well try it. Once they're out of harm's way, I'm gonna put my hands together and a small ball of like residual sound comes out after I clapped, and I'm gonna send it. So it's a small little bead of like sound, and it goes into it and it just starts reverberating loud and it explodes. Hopefully it does.
Highly
But-
recommend everyone move their characters to where you're going to be.
Yeah,
before
where
this
you want to do
happens.
it before I attempt to shatter it.
Mhm,
All right,
before
what
you-
level are you casting Shatter at, by the way?
Fuck it. I don't use level 6 spells. Why not?
And that's how we lost Reese.
Go
Yeah,
ahead and
what
roll your
about Reese?
damage, Reese.
Why not? We'll see what happens.
And Shatter's a 10-foot radius, right?
Oh, that's not that bad.
I love
And
Reese's
then
Pieces.
let me ping
I
it.
love Reese's Pieces.
There you go. Yeah, shatter is
A 10-foot
10 feet.
radius sphere. Okay, that's good.
It's not Reese's Pieces. It's Reese in
I just wanted to
pieces.
see it because it's like it calls. I'm just like it calls out crystal. I might as well try it.
All right. You throw the Shatter spell out there. Hey, Reese, do you mind giving me a Constitution saving throw?
Well, I tried. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curiosity got the cat.
Kat is taking notes, so she is observing this very closely.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. You said.
Yes, I did.
Nice. I'm kind of okay with that. No.
Alrighty, well, you go ahead and take 24 points of thunder damage
Okay.
as you throw the energy out against it, and it immediately goes across the crystal and then fires right back at you, shattering in that area, and you just...
Ow.
I mean, I could have told you that
Ow.
would happened.
Yeah. Well, you didn't, so I'm good.
Mm, and I'm enjoying the result.
24
For the
minus
purposes
11.
of science, this was necessary.
But I need a calculator very quick. But yeah.
I need to calculate how fucked my internal organs are.
24 minus 11.
1,
I'll
2,
start.
4, yes.
13. Okay.
And this is why the gods granted us 2 kidneys.
I go, it was worth
For
a try.
one has now become paste.
Don't worry, kidneys grow back.
Yeah.
Alright, lizard man with your fucking regrowing limbs.
Joke's on you.
I didn't
don't
know
have
you were an
kidneys.
axolotl.
My grandfather was an axolotl.
Really want to do a lizard man that's just an axolotl.
Make him make him do Glenn's build, just unable to die.
Hmm.
So,
Recommend it, man.
Cat
Hmm.
called for a short rest. Everybody, short rest?
I think Reese
Sure.
needs it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm actually surprisingly still good. I had 11 temp still. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we can
No,
do
I
this.
didn't. I took 6 fall damage earlier. So no, never mind. I took
6 more damage. Now you're fucked.
11 minus 6. Whatever
He's
that
actually
was.
he's actually been a wizard this entire time with like a
5.
-2 to Constitution.
Oh, come on. I would never let a new player play with only -2
You
con.
don't even let old players, because remember when
There are
Bibble?
very few old players I would trust to do that. Bibble, I would not
Yeah.
trust to do that.
No.
I'm a new player with you. Okay, I've had a lot of
Would you
road.
trust
Yes.
me?
So no, Carl. No.
Why
You
not?
space
I am
out
the
way
s-
too often. You'll make a mistake and die.
I'll make a
The
minus
space out
only
when it comes
player
to-
I allowed so far in our community to do that was Gorinsky.
that
Oh.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
And he never broke character once.
No, he's a good. I enjoy playing with him. He's great.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I killed one of his players once. I mean, one of his characters.
It's alright, that character died too.
There's a different. That's a whole different story.
Different story. I'll tell you sometime.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That was a good story though. Anyways,
that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
hit
So,
dice
yeah.
everybody.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
Damn.
I still didn't take any damage.
Yeah, I didn't take any either.
For you guys.
So, okay, I was about to ask, what the fuck did you roll? But yeah, 3d10 with 2 of them being 10s and a +9.
I was gonna say also roll a d8 if you're using hit dice for Song of Rest.
Let's go.
Oh wait, no, I gotta roll that.
Yeah, you roll the d8 once, and everybody gets that number.
Yeah, so you guys get 6.
Nice.
Oh yeah, max HP, motherfuckers.
Woo!
Sandy's just gonna start. Sandy's just gonna take out his dice and start playing something.
And
I don't know why y'all need to rest so much.
Oh, I didn't need it.
it needed a specific spell slot level. And
sometimes it's just good to take a break, you know? Like,
and Kat has her notebook out and she's doing like calculations on it for how how to see how theoretically the Enchanter's Guile would line up with it.
Okay. So, well, there's one way to find out if this is going to work or not, Kat.
Yep. I thought this will do it.
I'm gonna inspire you in case you have to make a save.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And she's gonna hand she has I know she has a health potion. She has 2 health potions and she's gonna hand them to Bardakov in case things go wrong.
Alrighty.
Sandy's sitting on the ledge, just thumbs up, waiting for this to go wrong.
Glenn, I will point out with your whisper that you're fully aware that is the intention, right?
I'm saying after the second time.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, cast your disintegrate spell. Go ahead, roll to hit.
It's a dex save.
Oh, well, the crystal fails. You have to give a dex save.
I am pulling
Sending it
Enchanter's
back,
Guile
and
to
it
send
heads back over towards the crystal. And as it bounces off of you and goes back towards the crystal for the second time, you all watch as the energy around the crystal is subsiding. And in that brief moment, this very loud explosion happens, and the crystal is completely destroyed.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, set an interval. That's cool.
And in that one moment, as that explosion is happening, Kat, you throw your hands up in a celebration, and Glenn is like diving in front of you, landing on the ground. He held his action.
Oh, to dive. Gotcha. And so, like, she's like, yes! And then in that, she's gonna grab the crystal just as fast as she possibly is able to.
Alright. You go over and touch a piece of the crystal, picking it up, and you have a
Or
chunk
the
of it.
spear.
Oh, the spear. Okay, you run
Sorry.
over, grab the spear. Ooh, you're the one grabbing it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
yeah, because we don't want to like identify it or anything like that first.
Well, she
But-
has to touch it to identify it anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
that's
and my understanding was that like the crystal shattered and then it's like
Just
in
the
a
spear.
moment.
Yeah.
And okay, because I thought it was like had exploded and was about to come back together.
Oh, no, it exploded.
Okay,
Oh,
You
I
destroyed
understand.
it.
It's it. Okay,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I thought there was like it was like
No.
like no.
I gotcha.
So,
like,
yeah,
just,
no.
yeah, just like that brief moment to be able to before it went. Shoo.
And yeah, no, she's gonna grab it and we're going to identify it once we do.
Alrighty.
That was
So,
real.
congratulations. We have succeeded in not killing ourselves.
It
so
wouldn't
far.
have killed me anyway, but it'd have been close.
That depends if I were to stab you in the back afterwards or not.
Give me that spear.
I already had to give one of these up.
You're gonna have to give a second one up too.
Give me. Give
Alright,
me.
let's get the hand out.
It is already on my character sheet, though.
This one might be an
Although-
upgraded one.
Well,
I don't
they're
think anything
like
is. No, I got rid of it.
doing that. I would like to check the statue of the guy that was petrified earlier by the beholder. Is it still? He's still
Petrified,
statued?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I tip it over.
So you're shattering the statue?
Yeah, I just tip it over. Yeah.
Right.
If it breaks, it breaks.
Why?
I came in
Just
here with a
forget that guy.
grudge.
Petty.
Yeah, I came in here with a grudge.
That makes sense. Dang it! Now I want Reese's Pieces. Can't get them out of my head.
I mean, I can tear a chunk off of Reese.
That's true. There's probably a chunk of me back there.
No,
just
but the
saying.
player wants the player.
What's
I'm
the
aware. I'm
actual-
fucking with you.
What about
Yeah.
Tostitos? I'll give you Tostitos.
No, it's something about
Tostitos are not nearly as good.
something about that
Are you
little
right?
chocolate. I mean, that little peanut butter in the hard shell. Just like, and they now got peanut butter cups with those inside. Man, talk about heaven.
Yeah. And they have freaking Chips Ahoy, the cookies with Reese's Pieces in them now. Oof, those are pretty good. That awkward quietness.
Just waiting.
We wait until shit happens.
We're role playing the actual 10 minutes here.
Yes. Just. Oh God! Imagine.
Joey's typing it out. That's why we have this pause, people.
I could have guessed, but like, imagine if like a DM made people wait the actual fucking casting time.
All right, guys, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, Joey's writing a very strongly worded letter to his congressman right now. We'll be back. It's very strongly worded.
It's actually just a glitter bomb.
I'm gonna say strongly worded letter. That's very British of him. My thing.
So, as you identified the spear cat, you identify this as the Unburnished Heart.
Ooh.
Requires attunement by a non-good aligned creature. This ancient and magic spear holds in it the power to destroy anyone struck by it. +2 to hit and damage. And if you roll a 20 on the attack roll of a d20, the target dies instantly unless they have legendary resistances or if they have 2 hearts. If a creature isn't killed in this manner, they suffer an additional 3d6 thrust damage in addition to the crit damage.
Gimme.
I wonder who that was made for.
Question. Does that apply to the crit range of the attack or just a 20?
It has to be a 20 to get that special effect.
Okay, so my crits now have crits.
You can crit and you can crit.
Wait, so you roll d20 again, or
No.
No,
What
if it's at 20.
If the die roll is a 20, that's what it's supposed to be. If the die roll is a 20, that's what you get.
It's called the Burnished Heart.
Unburnished Heart. I have a handout for
Cool.
you all, and you can look at it.
Sweet.
Catherine,
It's
once
called the
again,
Bernese
I'm
heart.
petitioning you for financial aid. Give me the fucking spear, please.
I think I'm immune to this. I carry multiple hearts on me all the time.
And she'll hand it over to Bart.
Wisdom
Yep.
save, Bart.
oh, good.
Lovely.
Oh wait, no, this one's charisma, not wisdom.
Or better.
I'd do either, but well, let's go.
Why not intellect?
25.
That's a different one.
Intellect is not picking up the spear at all.
As you grab the shaft, instantly there's this burning desire in you to just stab the shit out of everybody in front of you. but you can control yourself. You definitely feel the desire to stab everybody.
I mean, that's par
That's
for
normal.
Mordekov.
But, well,
But
no,
there's
this time it's
a-
directed at Cat as well, so he
Yes,
knows it's
yes.
not real.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cat, as you're handing it over, you definitely see like a white knuckle moment as he looks at it, and then it relaxes, and he's like,
It is
And-
legendary, but non-sentient, so you can use it as your pact weapon.
She'll say them in Celestial. You know that what I'm going to ask of you whenever our work is done.
No, I never get to keep my toys.
If
But,
it
yeah.
if it had been a promise to anyone else, I would have let you have it. But
No, it's fine. When our work is done, we won't need it. And he'll just like do a few twirls to fill the weight of it, like get it up behind his shield a little bit.
Yep.
Good.
So proper Leonin.
Well, I fulfilled my end of the bargain.
Yeah, and, looks like we got what we came here for.
it does, doesn't it?
So are we gonna stay down, continue exploring the mine, or I pull out some chalk? Are we leaving?
We still need to retrieve a group member from the
Entrance, right?
mine. Yes.
Okay. I mean, we can either truck back for, I don't know how long, or we can port to my daughter's house, who's in the city that we're in.
Yeah, but we'll need to track back up the mountain, and I'm not doing that.
So
Either
it's
way, there's
either
tracking.
4 hours walking through the tunnels, or 2 hours on boat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the 4 hours walking.
Okay.
Damn.
I'll put the
Just
chalk back.
because it just it's like you go past the thing to come back to it. It's just annoying.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you all begin venturing back.
I
The
guess
way-
as we're walking out, Glenn's just gonna mention. So about those other portals, are we just gonna like leave those alone? Are we gonna mention it to people? What's our plan with that?
So, as per what I was given as a thing, I was investigating what was down here, right? There's obviously portals, right? With the maps, you could probably turn those into like the inspectors, like the guy that's in the top, and you can get magical support to actually close them. So,
Oh,
it's
sweet.
probably the best bet because it's gonna be impossible for our group to find every single portal in this mine.
Right.
So-
We acted as a bit of a
It's about
reconnaissance group. We found the information that they needed in order to finish the job, and we also happened to close a good bit of them.
Mm-hmm. So I think the best bet would be to hand those maps over to the guy that's upstairs, the guy who was in charge of watching the entrance, and have him give it to his superiors for them to deal with.
Right.
Or we
Makes
could
sense to
just
me.
take it to the superiors themselves.
Oh, like cut out the middleman.
Well, I mean, his superiors are in Spalding, so we can handle that if you want.
We could always take it back, but I think so.
That's up to
Be-
you guys.
The next steps for us would be to find the agents of these Infernitis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, all right then. I mean, I'm cool just handing these maps over, but do we want to make like a copy of it just in case, or just?
That sounds like a good
that's
idea.
not a bad idea.
Does anybody have mapping parchment? Which is different from book parchment.
I do not.
Well, then you're gonna have to buy some.
Right.
In an explorer's pack?
Cartographers.
And you got a fucking crit with the test.
I have a cartographer pack or tools.
There you
It's-
go.
yeah.
Then you have it. There you go.
Hey,
Let's go.
Here you go, Reese.
You're being useful.
I mean, I can't do that until like we finish a long rest because right now I'm only good at
Yeah.
navigator tools and
Well, Someone
Basi-
proficient in oh no, yeah, you need cartographers to be able to do that like perfectly. You could copy it, but it'd be the same thing as like looking at a child's drawing, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's it's one of those things that we could. This is something that we can turn in at a later date, so we can always take the time for you to do what you need.
All right. Sounds like a
Are
plan.
you
Then.
a navigator tools? Oh no, that's correct.
Cartographer is a specific.
Photographer's
Yeah.
map making.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the thing, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right.
So, Bart, are you going to test out your fun new spear on somebody?
Probably.
No. I also
I
can't
volunteer
I
somebody's
can't pact
tribute.
weapon it until I've gone to sleep anyway.
Oh, I thought it was a short rest, not a long.
No, end of a long rest, I can touch it and
Ah.
shift my packed weapon.
Okay.
So,
So-
the
Go ahead.
I was going to say the next I'm taking a look at what I have prepared, and we still have the the items from the first agent that we killed, Rick. But I do not have any spells prepared to where I could find him. So we could just take a moment to rest, process everything, and
I'm sorry. Who are you looking for? Wait, what?
So, one of the ways that we found out about the cult of Infernitus is that we happened to kill one of his agents. Someone who
Mhm.
was performing rituals.
Somebody takes off his hat,
Sorry, buddy.
puts it back
And-
on.
And his name was, that they at least shared with us, was Rick. But when we killed him,
Somebody's best.
he turned into dust. Which is what kind of led us to believe that he was not of this plane, right? So, but I do still have things that belong to him, and I'm able to use that to, how do I put this gently? Find out, you manipulate him or his surroundings to find out where he is.
I mean, it has been a while since we took him out, right?
It's been a few weeks.
So
I think.
he probably manifested back onto this plane, right?
Depends on the
Considering,
meeting.
considering that we were told that the priests could bring each other back.
Right. I guess it just doesn't hurt to check, see if he is somewhere back on this plane or not.
Mhm.
So, are you going to try to scry on him or something?
I do not have the spells prepared. It would be for
Okay.
the next day.
Alrighty then. So, if that is the case, you all continue tracking your way back out of this tunnel system. You go past all of the different scenes of horror and death you all had encountered down here, until inevitably you make your way back out towards the entrance from which you all came. When you get out front here, you see the foreman, who is currently sitting on a stoop, whittling what appears to be a clog of some type. And then you see your resident himbo, who immediately looks over. Ah, princess, you are alive, and of course everybody else here too.
Yes, and we found what we needed.
Nice, that's very good. Successful?
Successful. But unfortunately, the group that we were sent in to help did not make it.
He
She
just
says to the foreman.
The foreman nods. Well, That's to be expected, right? Anyways, is it all clear for us to go back down there?
Oh,
Not
So we're-
quite. It's
oh, let her talk.
we did quite a bit of clearing out, but it is more than a small group could handle.
So, we need to get more people to come out and handle it then?
That would be a most wise decision.
Alrighty, I'll put out a request over to Spaulding's and see if we can't get that. It's unfortunate.
Santi says to Kat, I don't think he understands the people he needs here. You're probably thinking of like a bigger group of adventurers, right?
Yeah.
You need a mage. Like a powerful one. There are literally portals down there.
Well, yeah, of course there are.
Oh.
But all of them had been opened.
Oh, we need someone to seal them back up.
Precisely.
Correct.
I think we sealed like one or two of them.
But there were many.
Sealed, and he says sealed, and then he does air quotes.
Well,
Don't trust amateur jobs with this stuff.
well.
I'm not an amateur.
You're not a professional either.
I think she's pretty good.
So,
No, I've just been
I've-
studying my whole life.
do we need like?
I think he means like a professional sealer, not like professional at magic.
You have not been studying your whole life. You picked up magic because you were bored as a teenager and wanted to sneak out of the house.
And I had a natural aptitude for it.
I'm sure that's
Everyone's
what,
just
I'm
arguing.
sure that's what the tutor that your father was paying for told you.
Do you
Well,
want to?
But that's a really nice shaft you got there.
Shanti is going to walk away, like with the foreman. She's going to say, "They're going to be like that for a little bit." And to give you a clear understanding, do you know what a beholder is?
A beholder, what?
That's an
Beholding these nuts. Got 'em.
Very clever
No.
spot.
You and I are not finished. I am going to kill you.
What a
I
nice
go-
joke! You always say that to me. It
Best of
never stops
friends.
being funny.
Best of friends.
No. Hold on. He's going to say, okay, so you're gonna find a lot of monsters down there. And specifically, what I want you to be very concerned about is a giant death portal. That is me being very literal and not, just saying, oh, it's a giant dangerous portal, therefore death portal. It's a portal to death.
Okay.
There's a giant skull in there. It's called fucking flesh sticks or something, and I don't want to think about it.
Give me a little bit. I'm gonna
So-
I'll send a sending to Cool Spaulding, the guy who gave me the paper, or who sent the paper. I'll send a sending to him, and hopefully he can deal with this matter. This isn't my concern. So, if that's something to be concerned about, at least we can let another Spaulding know what their situation is, since he's the one that gave me the paper to originally come here. And then he can deal with it.
Perfect. We investigated. We helped a bit. We made it a little bit easier for those who were coming after us. But it's not something that we could completely handle on our own.
Oh.
Yes, all
Well-
the Spauldings have special people that specialize in things.
Yes, I was going
This
to.
is not one of my things.
Yes, I was going to contact the Spaulding family so they could hold a meeting for it. Would any of you be willing to stay behind while the rest of you go back to the shoreline in order to give me a full report for me to send out?
I can.
That'd be perfect.
Santi begins to say something, and it says, he'll handle it.
Yeah, there's
Anything to not be on the ride back with Gabriel.
Can I hold it?
Stop talking about his shaft.
No, you may not, Gabriel. I'm afraid that the magical nature of this spear may in fact explode your brain. And as much pleasure as that would bring me, it would also make cats sad.
My takeaway from this is that Cat will be sad.
Thank you for considering me so kindly, friend.
Oh god.
I'm going to kill him in his sleep.
you will do no such thing.
Santi just says
if
mentally
you
to
die in
him.
battle, he's going. He's going
Sam-
first.
Santi says in Bart's brain, if you ever die, I'll kill him for you.
You are a true friend, Santi. Know this.
So, with all of this, Bart getting to lag behind to give a report, and everybody else
Mhm.
getting back on the steamboat across the way, we're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.
It gives me time to set up the sending.
our sleep schedule and have reasonable amount of money in our purchasing power.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Truly fantasy things.
And
Expendable income.
No, that's
Sleep.
You know
that's the
No,
last
no,
reason
no.
people play this game.
Expendable income and sleeping fully every day.
You
That's
know
the
for
biggest
real that if
fantasy.
we got isekai'd into the Forgotten Realms, we would have to pay fucking income tax on adventuring hordes, and it would suck.
What the fuck? There's already an isekai in the Forgotten Realms. It's called Curse's Stride.
You're not wrong,
Yeah.
but you're not right either.
Yeah. I don't know. If I got isekai'd into the Forgotten Realms with what I know, yeah, I'd take over the realm. Very easily.
Like, oh,
Power of the Dungeon Master, right?
Like, it's this year, this date, you're about to die. I can stop this.
You should take 2 steps to the left. But anyways, guys, welcome back. So, Bartikov stayed behind to give the lowdown on everything that happened in there to make a fully functioning report. Bart, I do need you to roll me a performance check to see how well you describe everything.
13.
Okay. You kind of
lucky.
glaze over a few of the details that are like not as, climactic to you. But you do go over the fuck nopes that were and are down there. So by the sounds of it, he's going to have to create a put in a request that they hire some of the Valen people to come down here and properly handle it. But after you do that, he calls back over the ship. You murder him. He turns into ooze. Wait, I'm sorry. I was taking away your player agency. What do you do, Bart?
I murder him and he turns into ooze.
Okay, good. So
Yes.
I
Hand
swear
over
to
the
God,
mouth.
his way of describing things is so.
Just I go for the handshake and I clasp his hand with one hand and then the other, just pull him in and the other hand goes straight over his mouth and ooze just.
and casually
God.
whistle away. The messenger hawk already flying away.
As you're walking back, Samti's whistling to himself. Then, Samti's whistling to himself the beat of Another One Bites the Dust.
Dun dun dun. Ba-da-na-na-na-na.
Immediately and go,
One of these
how are you
days, Bob's
whistling?
gonna leave the fucking coal open on the earrings.
He has a canary in there that can whistle for him.
Another one gone.
Oh, that's
Listen,
That makes
Samdi
sense.
may not have lips, but
I have other means.
butt whistle.
Hell,
I mean, he's got a cloaca, so he could theoretically just be queefing.
So, you've
can
all
we not?
made your way across the water on the incredibly loud and noisy ship. And once you're over on the other side, the city night is before you. You all realize your time in that dungeon and sleeping and resting when you needed it kind of fucked your sleep schedule a little bit.
I need to send a sending to Cool Spalding, the guy that I worked that gave me the access.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I send him a sending. It's gonna be 2. The first one says, "There's also." Oh no, that's not the one. Cool. We finished our mining incursion. There are an amount of portals. We closed a few free of charge. Appreciate the current and future work. And then the second one is, there's also some pretty angry undead in a magic circle. We couldn't banish it, as if. Wait. What? Or, this is out of my expertise. Good luck. That's it.
Ah, yes.
So.
Gluck.
Gluck gluck.
It's not my job.
Yeah.
Gluck Gluck 3000.
Oh
God,
no.
fucking hell. Puke up on my desk.
So, everybody,
What did you just throw at me?
whatever the hell he wanted to.
It's from the birdcage. Did you eat a birdie?
That'd be funny. And sad, but funny.
Oh, there goes Rivali.
Yeah.
So,
See, what's his name? Nathan Lane walk by in the background from the birdcage.
oh, that was such a good movie. Anyways, the first reply, Reese. Oh yeah, I'll send that to you, Reese. The first reply is wonderful. I'll make sure that we have a proper council card to debate what it is we are going to be doing. The second reply, I suppose we need to have an actual council meeting then. Very well. We will do so. What?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
One of these days, I just want to send a message or sending to somebody just saying, "Holy shit, we're all gonna die."
Tell everyone it's their problem now. Luckily, it's not our problem.
Right. Do you want to still deliver a map to them at some point?
They didn't ask.
Fair enough.
You think Spauldings have foresight?
Listen, I've been dealing with this family for a long time, right? If they want more information, they'll come to my shop and they'll ask me, and I can make a deal with them.
That's fair. Be as, you have done your due diligence and then no more.
Yeah. It's like they have people specifically meant for this. My job is to make them go from dead to alive again. So.
So, everybody, where are we going? The city is yours.
Yeah, we have plenty of time to kill.
Yeah, why don't we just get a place to sleep, get a nice meal, and just kind of, take some relaxation.
You say it's nighttime at the moment.
Yes, it is.
Cat, why don't we try and seek out some less than reputable places that we might be able to offload these objets d'art?
Well, with the art they have, dealers are the man.
Yeah, we can also do that on
Yes,
Montana
hi.
too. And it's just, unless it's like getting you a little itchy and need to get rid of it.
Well, they're just kind of inconvenient, and we're going to be up for a while anyway. So,
Right, and it's since it's something that we kind of came into our group together, more than happy to split the outcome.
exactly. We divide
Um,
everything up equally, all is well.
Right, and do we want to also take care of the things that we received from the rock as well? Would everyone be alright with that? Or would
Yeah,
you like
no,
to move on
I'm
to
fine with
the-
that. I'm just like, I would like to have a nice bath, take a shower, eat a little bit. Now, if y'all in a hurry, we can do it tonight. That's no
No,
problem.
no, it's
No,
fine.
no, no,
If you want to do that, that's okay. Kat and I was suggesting that Kat and I go take care of that.
Gotcha.
So, Reese, would you be willing to accommodate us again, or would we need to find other accommodation?
I can accommodate you. That's not an issue. Again, you're aware that traveling with me does come with some problems, so just be aware.
Traveling with us comes with a lot of problems.
As I've seen,
Mainly us.
hey, you guys have been lovely.
So, are you taking them over to your daughter's place to sleep?
Or,
No. No, it's a small house. It's not much. She just lives
Glenn,
here.
Glenn, should we go get a room someplace and get some dinner and just have a relaxing evening, or what would you like to do?
That sounds about right.
Right.
All in a day's
Sam-
work, right?
That's right. Sam, do you want to join us?
He kind of just closes his eyes for a minute. I'll keep an eye on you.
All right.
Fun crocodile.
Alrighty. 6 gold pieces for your decent accommodations tonight.
All right, cool.
Each or just
Total.
Okay.
I got this. Y'all done well. I appreciate you being with me, so I got you.
I would
I
love
go,
if you just reach
"Don't-"
into the party loot and take it out. And
I was gonna say don't count for me. Tonight I'm gonna spend the night at my daughter's. So I would let everyone know that at the end of when we're ready to tidy down, I would like to spend a night at my daughter's. As I haven't exactly told her I've been in town. I'm sure she's heard, but
Yeah, say hello for me.
no.
I was waiting for that. Yes.
The most reasonable thing you've said so far. No.
Oh.
No.
Why?
I mean, she's here on like tutor, so she's magic oriented as well. So no. Keep business and family different.
I understand. I just, if I ever had to knock on her door.
You're not gonna court my daughter, okay?
No, I'm and give her the news of your passing. I was kind of hoping that, maybe she knew who I was and not just a stranger might make the.
Just say if I were to die, there's contingencies in places already.
Perfect. Don't have to worry. All right, let's go. I'm excited.
I immediately take out my contract again. Wait a minute. Scroll through. Is there a contingency plan?
I mean, to be fair, out of everybody in the party that you should trust with your daughter, it's probably Gavriel. He's a himbo. He wouldn't try
He
shit.
wouldn't make a move unless he was invited. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a full-grown woman. She can do her own mistakes.
Yeah, but you said no to Monkey.
But
To be
listen-
fair, the player was just poking at Reese.
Am I misunderstanding the meaning of the word himbo?
Probably. So, even though
He drinks
himbos...
respect women juice.
Yes, even though himbos are gentle giants that make perverted suggestions, they are gentle giants that just... They don't really push any boundaries ever.
Kat, you said. I missed what you said. Like my ears just heard it
Oh.
wrong.
Drink the respect women juice.
Yeah, you heard it wrong.
I did not hear the respect in that. It just completely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Respect.
Clear.
alright?
Now I got it.
So,
We're good.
himbos are the guys in the friend zone that don't complain about being in the friend zone.
They're like, we're friends. It's cool.
Yeah.
Sure, if something were to happen, that would be awesome. But like, nah, like I'm good.
There's a South Park episode about that frat. It's hilarious.
That's an asexual kind of
I've just
himbo.
found some new personal identification material.
Does an asexual count as a himbo?
They can be, but you have to be like super fit and super like derpy and stupid.
Yeah.
That's the main criteria of himbo. Anyways, majority of you stay in your tavern, drink a little bit, sleep up fairly well. Reese, it's been a while since you've been back here. Roughly about a week, I think.
Yeah.
Is that around a couple of weeks
Yeah.
from the timeline, yeah,
Mhm.
when you got back. You go up the stairs, and when you reach out towards the handle, you already see that one of her spiders has crawled up to the handle itself as security. She doesn't use magical protections. It's more or less, if you are reaching for this handle and you are not a guest, you're going to get bitten by a very poisonous spider.
Mhm.
Which, it just crawls onto your hand as you open the door and push it open. You hear in the other room, quiet singing happening, and what sounds like something being fried over the oven or over the stove.
Well, I thought I was gonna go with them first and then come here after. That's why I was like kind of confused.
Oh, did you want to do
Yeah.
something when you went there with them?
Where were you guys going again?
Generic
We're just
inn
gonna
number
get some of the
7.
objects.
Oh, you guys are just selling stuff? Oh, then yeah, I'm just with them.
Well, you can't sell anything right now. It's the middle of the night.
Well, I specifically called out trying to find somewhere a little less reputable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're in the city at night, trying to find some den of iniquity that'll quite happily buy plundered loot.
Perfect. Do any of you speak Thieves' Cant?
No.
I speak
Oh,
money.
no.
I think you mean
Yeah.
do any of the 3 people that are there specifically speak?
Yeah.
Sure.
Specifically, any of the 3. No.
No, but
It's a class-specific thing. You don't get to walk into the woods and go, I'm looking for the nearest druid circle.
yeah.
Do you understand druid, shit? Like,
I have a backup plan for that.
okay.
As a soldier,
Yeah.
an officer no less,
Yeah.
I would probably be able to identify criminal scum.
Insight check.
Criminal scum.
You incite whether or not you can identify him.
18.
Yeah, there's some criminals lurking about.
I'm going to find one that's on his own.
How do you do, fellow
I'm going to
criminal?
follow him into an alleyway.
Well, he's just standing at the mouth of the alleyway.
Do you do this often? I'm asking Kat.
I'm gonna walk past him and not make a show of it, but as I walk past him, I'm going to allow my fat, bulging sack of coins show.
Roll me a deception check, please. Because you're not just trying to make it look like you're an innocent victim. You're
Hey,
trying
yo,
to make it
those
look
aren't
like you're an
coins.
innocent victim who's not a complete fucking badass that'll wreck anybody. He takes
Assuming
one
Kat
look at your
is
sack,
behind.
and then he takes a look at your rippling fit body and gluteus maximus that is maximized.
Mhm,
And he just, nope, that's not an easy mark.
mhm.
Okay, I thought I would do this the easy way. You, come with me.
Fuck off.
Nah, I do so love it when I get to do it the hard way. I'm just gonna grab him by the front of the shirt
Hey,
and
what
drag
are
him into the alleyway.
And I never heard from him again.
Unga bunga, you're coming with me.
And then Kat will take Reese and we'll kind of.
I just ripped his heart out. Whatever.
Oh, did we ever give the heart back to the imp?
No, and if he doesn't get it within
Something still
24 hours,
has
he
it.
technically automatically dies. So.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused with your negotiations. I was like, but I'm still holding it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but still.
I mean, after 24 hours, it
Anywho,
crumbles.
you drag the
dies.
guy into the alleyway. Hey, what the fuck's the meaning of this, dude? I didn't do nothing wrong. Wait,
I
you're not
know
a
you
guard.
didn't. No, I'm not.
Oh.
A guard would quite happily throw you in prison. I'm quite happy to kill you.
Hey, I didn't do any. Well, fucking hell, dude. What's wrong with you?
You're going to tell me where I can sell looted shit.
You're just. You want to sell illegal shit.
I don't know about illegal,
I-
but I need somewhere to sell some things, and I don't want anyone to ask where they came from.
I love this.
Perhaps,
thinking-
perhaps he's
thinking
come on
of
a little strong. Just
Oh,
we have
you
a few
followed me in, damn it.
Yep.
God damn it.
Just listen. It's just that we're new to town. Have some things that we don't want to have questioned, and we're willing to pay a finder's fee to you for directing us in the right direction.
Persuasion, cat.
Just watching the whole thing.
Have I
Yeah.
been talking long enough
Crazy.
for my feather to take effect?
That's not been a minute, no.
Okay. Persuasion. Boop. 15?
Persuasion.
He looks at you and, can I stand the fuck up?
Bartakov.
Quite liked him on his knees. But yes.
Didn't know you were.
Fucking weirdos.
You better watch who you're talking to.
It's a very
Half of
direct
the
way
skill
of
in
dealing with things.
intimidation is confusion.
Unless they
All
like
right.
it.
True, but then we just move into persuasion.
Easy
Suspicion to
transition.
both.
He tends to be very direct. You have to please forgive him. I'm
All right. Well,
would like to change to listen in a more reasonable manner.
I can bring you to a place where you might be able to sell. They don't buy shit at the prettiest of prices, but if you're just trying to get rid of it and you need to make some money, they'll always take it.
It's more or less like the not asking questions.
Yeah, they never ask where anything came from.
Good.
50 gold.
Sounds reasonable.
His eyes go wide when you don't even, react.
I'm just like, I can. Negotiations here. We're not doing hot on those.
I look at Kat and I'm like, why would you accept that? And I look at him, I'm like, you cheeky cunt. Fuck both
He
of
gets
you.
he gets a mental message because these things that we're going to be selling is like maybe 5%.
It's the principle of it.
And the
You just
principle
dragged
is
him
that
into
you
an alleyway
fucked
and
it up
threatened to
and
murder him, and you're here giving. Oh, fine. You know what? Fine. Your money. I don't care.
Shit, next time y'all are coming through town, I'll be more than happy to hook you up with another place or two.
perfect. And that's
Yeah.
that sounds like an excellent start of a working
Mutually
relationship.
beneficial. Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I
Now,
heard
can I
some
have a
of
lock of
these.
your hair?
What?
They're so nice. I would have just ripped out your tongue.
Yeah,
Both of you.
that's probably why you don't have contacts.
Precisely.
Oh, I have contacts.
Thank you for understanding the nature of a business
Oh.
deal.
No, let's not get crazy. I can get contacts. I can take the contacts out of his eyes. Then I have contacts.
Both of you could just hang out together and just let me handle this.
Yeah, can I just no offense, dude, but your dudes are fucking weird.
They are. Trust me, I
Are
understand.
they both trying to get with yours? It feels like they're just having a dick showing contest on who can be a bigger one.
No. And you better watch who you're talking to.
See what I mean?
Both of you. I can handle this.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you could just go off and relax somewhere. Go do that. I can handle this. Both of you fucked it up.
I mean, at this point, it's like a principal at this point. I don't know.
All
So
right.
what? You're just going to go follow him and then insult everyone else and then perhaps ruin
Yeah.
it, having
Bitch, I am the charisma caster. Pipe down.
And she's the only one acting like a charisma caster.
Exactly.
I have persuasion, I have intimidation, and frankly, criminal
Mhm.
scum don't deserve the persuasion. Also, I was kind of hoping to get him alone, but no,
Mm-hmm.
Jess has to ruin that for me.
Now you have to
Again.
find another one.
The Imperial March theme begins to play in the background.
Listen, both of you just I have this.
So,
Oh, wait.
you walk with him a few blocks away, where he brings you into a different alleyway that has this little bridge connecting between the two buildings that has a little bit of debris hanging down from it that he, checks to make sure the coast is clear, opens it up, and allows you to walk past. Once you're past that, you see that there are several armed delinquents back here kind of looking at you all, and he goes over to one of them. Hey, this here's my friend, Sis. She wanted to talk to Manfredi. Yeah, what about? She's got some goods she's looking to not have. He'll go over to you. Looks past. Your guards stay outside.
Not a problem.
He'll open the door, and inside is a fairly small room, only about 15 feet by 15 feet or so. And there's a round table that has about 6 people sitting at it right now, all playing some type of card game. One of them looks up over at you, this wily-looking halfling with stringy hair that's not super well kept, or maybe just greased way too heavily. He looks over at you and looks at the guard, who just nods and closes the door, leaving you inside. The halfling looks up. And, who are you?
My name is Sis, and I am looking to, make a deal on a few things.
So you're here for business.
I am.
Alright, gents. Puts the cards down. Table's closed for the next 10 minutes. You all can go drink heavily until your heart's content and then come on back. One guy who's already shit-faced goes, fuck that, man. I was going to win this hand. And immediately you see a dart shoots over and stabs him in the shoulder. Oh! You weren't going to win. Go drink. You look around, Kat, and with your passive, you have no idea where that dart came from.
Yeah, no, she's like, no peripheral whatsoever.
You're looking
Like,
down and go,
yes.
cards!
But I will burn the place down.
yeah. Fireball is target
Who needs
everything.
perception? Yeah, who needs perception when you got fireball?
Mhm.
So everybody filters out of the room, some of them picking up their gold and their silver. Nobody played with bronze at this table. That's beneath them.
Mhm.
And the halfling gestures at a seat across from him. My name is Manfredi. Pleasure.
It is a pleasure.
Now, business. Please, what is it you're trying to do? Are you looking to get someone killed? Do you need a hideout? Need to get some new identification? What are we talking here?
Most of that I can do on my own. It's more that I have things that I'd like to sell. And not all of it is, what should I say, not every shop would want it.
All right. Well, let's see what you have. All right, type out what it is you're trying to sell.
Alright. Burp. And then, there's also a couple of things in the party loot that she would look to sell. And just everyone, if you could let me know whether that's okay. The potion of mind reading, I figured, considering the party, that would be okay. So,
I wouldn't mind taking a bandolier of potion slots.
okay.
I got some health potions slotted in there for you guys if you guys ever go down.
All right, so then that we'll hang on to that. Anything else that anyone sees that they would want?
Let's have a look.
I need to open it up to look.
Well, I copied everything that she would be selling.
Or I mean, yeah, I need to pull it up to.
And then if there was anything else anyone would have contributed, like if anyone has anything in their personal items that they would have liked to have added to it, we can add that as well.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm good.
No.
Things I have, I would just. Yeah, I don't have anything to contribute right now.
So you're looking to get rid of all this stuff, right?
Short sword of monster slaying. Nobody wants it. I'll put it on there.
I might take that actually. Just if that's okay.
Oh, if we're
Yeah.
if we're quote unquote dropping things into the party loot for selling,
Yeah.
Sandy's been holding on to a bunch of rubies
Mm-hmm.
that I have no use for.
Perfect.
6 25 GP rubies.
Well, those are essentially just
150.
cash.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
150 in rubies.
I need to get my man in here to identify some of these things for me real quick. And
Not a
he
problem.
snaps his finger, and you hear a door close past where you're inside of this room.
Mhm.
And then it opens back up, and a younger looking man walks in, maybe 19 years old, human, can barely keep any hairs on his face when they grow in. And he sits down and starts going over all these things, trying to identify them, figure out exactly what they were, and describes each of them over to Manfredi. Were you offloading those rubies as well, Samdi?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was checking if my spelling was right.
So, by the looks of all of this, your goods here seem to be fairly valuable. I can tell a few of these are, well, clearly important to somebody. He holds up a couple of the art objects in particular. And if I understand this symbol at the bottom correctly, a very wealthy family would like to have them back, or maybe they were stolen. Either way, while you are attuned to it, what?
Sorry, I meant to with Therese as well.
Okay. I'll offer you 7,000 gold for the whole lot.
Is that? I'm doing some off the calculator math here.
12,328 gold is the value of everything you just posted in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he offered 7. Now, you do know, because you're going through back alley channels, you're never going to get its true value. That can't
Right.
happen.
What about 8? And you're my first contact whenever I get anything similar to this.
Persuasion. And you have been talking for a minute.
15.
8-5, and I'm your only contact in this city.
I'll take it.
He'll extend his hand across the table, and when you shake it, surprisingly, very rough hands that this individual has. Definitely not an overly pampered life that he has lived.
Mm-hmm.
He'll shake on it. Hold up the bandolier. I'm sure one of my men will really appreciate having this. You know, it's such an inconvenience keeping potions and the likes in your bag.
I thought Glenn kept.
Yeah, I
that.
thought
Yeah,
Glenn
got-
took
Glenn
that.
got it,
Oh, that changes the price a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus
Glenn
100
wanted-
gold from what he offered. So 8-4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm updating
100
the.
gold for a fucking belt.
It's not just it's a
potions.
proper bandolier that can house 5 potions for easy access. What people fail to realize is other than like 1 potion you keep on your belt normally or 2, you have to reach into your bag to pull it out, which requires rummaging around or bag of holding, a full action. With the bandolier, you got 5 strapped ready, just pound.
Mhm.
It's actually super useful.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted it.
Fire and just go to town.
So you're keeping the bandolier. Okay. I was wondering, because that's a really good, like, mundane item, but you need to know... You need to be not just a craftsman of leather, but you need to know, like, basic physics to know how to make it so they don't break easily.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are just glass vials. All right. Pleasure doing business with you. Whenever you need to come back through, he hands you over a coin. The coin is completely blank on both sides and looks to be made out of gold. Just offer that up to my guards outside, and they'll let you through.
And that's coin for Manfredi's guards. Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
So pretty much that's how you'll get in contact with him. Because he doesn't know you just have sending. You go, hey, I'm in town. I'm coming.
It sounds good to me.
If you need any other illicit assistances, be sure you only come back here for me.
Absolutely. There's a few things that we might need in the future, and well, working with you has been a pleasure.
Good. Well, if you don't mind, I have to swindle more people out of their coin. He gestures at the cards on the table.
The best way to do it. By the way, did they put the cards face down?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. She's proficient in playing cards. Could she kind of give him a tip or something, just to be like, to show like she knows what she's talking about, kind of thing?
Sure, yeah.
By the way, that the gentleman here was holding his cards, he's bluffing.
Noted. So, you leave, where your 2 guards have been outside. No, you left?
I'm not a guard. I left. I go later, Buttercup.
Yeah. See you later. Have fun seeing your daughter.
So, after that, did anybody else have anything else they were trying to do?
It's what, about really fucking late?
Pretty damn late, yeah.
Hmm.
Midnight-ish. The only people who would be awake are, like, elves. Fucking
Mr.
elves.
Elven
Elves have a
blacksmith.
monopoly on the damn nightlife.
They do, you know? Or early morning, you know? There's 2 types of people. Some wake up at 4 and some go to bed at 3. You know, like...
I just pound coffee all the time.
He
The
doesn't
worst
sleep.
kind of elves. Morning elves.
Those are the worst types of people.
After I got done eating with Monkey and Glenn, I'm going to like start strolling around the town to see if I can't find some sort of blacksmith. I know they're not open, but I'm trying to find a store.
All right, roll me an investigation.
I'm gonna use my game advantage because I haven't used it yet. $17.
17. You find a smithy. There's no more smoke coming out of the chimney inside of it, but when you touch the exterior of that chimney, you still feel a little bit of heat, meaning they closed up recently.
Alright, can I look through a window?
Absolutely.
Are they still in there?
You don't see anybody. But this is a smithy, so you know that there's probably a back room where the person sleeps in. Most shop owners just lived connected to their shop. You have to be pretty fancy to not. And ballsy.
Huh. That was 10 minutes, never mind. I'm going to note where it is in town. I am not going to kill him.
I'm glad you have to clarify.
I sometimes have to, considering how I talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, everything I say has that like, slight hint of maybe he's being... What's the word? It's not sarcastic. Sinister? Sinister about it? Nah, you know. Joey, where would you say a person needs to go to get something made out of monster parts?
So, probably a maid shop.
And I'm guessing this is the craftsman district.
Yeah. Which you also know there's not a lot of maid shops in this town. They're more technological than they are reliant on magic.
I look at the mantis claws. Are they still flickering?
The mantis claws?
Displacer mantis.
Oh, yeah, they still flicker. For about another few days.
Hmm. All right. I'm going to just note this for later. I don't think I can do anything at this time of day.
Alrighty, yep. Glenn, anything? You're muted.
Just probably just hanging around with Monkey.
Yeah.
He,
And I mentioned to Glenn, hey, Glenn, let's make sure that we get some good sleep tonight. We got to get up early and deliver some breakfast.
Right. I mean, in this new town, we could spread around some good word too.
Exactly.
And that's just planning our next moves.
Perfect. Then
So
Reese.
the plan is in the. Oh, sorry.
Wait.
And then just to be
never mind.
clear, we are planning on delivering food in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. And Reese. Yes, we'll wait. What did you do?
Before I went to my daughter's house, right? I don't know if I ever made it there. I'm gonna attempt to find this Miss Jonathan Blackstone, who got kicked out of school for performing black magic and making dark stuff.
The school's not in this city.
Okay.
That's
never
in the
mind then.
capital city.
Okay, I'm looking for like a shady transmutation scientist dude.
Oh, just sitting around in the streets late at night?
Like, I mean, I've been here multiple times.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, attempt to.
God, that's
Like,
in
it's the middle of the
Sharpton,
night.
it's
you know
the
what I
middle
mean?
of the night, but also a shady wizard. They don't have a lot of reason to be in Sharpton at all. It's shitty for resources. There's one magic shop.
Thinking more like a scientist.
You're looking for?
Scientist.
Well,
Yeah.
are you looking for a transmutationist or a scientist?
I want to find a dude who could put this eyeball in my head.
So a necromancer.
There you go.
Okay. Sharpton does not have a
Okay.
necromancer.
Okay, I tried.
Yeah, that's Sharpton does not have a necromancer.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I go to my daughter's house.
Alrighty. You get there, and the scene that I started painting about 40 minutes ago is taking place. You hear the quiet singing coming from the kitchen and something being fried right now.
Morgana, are you home? When I knock on the door as I'm entering it.
You watch as a head rotates over towards you from the kitchen, leaning through the doorway. Oh, you're back.
Yes.
So soon. What went
Yes.
wrong?
Nothing. I had business, as I mentioned before. How's the circle, if you don't mind me asking?
It's coming along. I got a little low on diamond dust, but I managed to talk to a few people into selling me some more from Sapet. It should be here in just a few more days. I have enough to last me just barely there, so long as there's no hiccups.
Okay. So here's the thing. I might be going out of town in Spalding for a few days to deal with something related to the Asmodeus situation going on. And in the off chance I'm going to be out of the office, I need to know if Helion can send anyone looking for me to you instead.
So
It's going to be inconvenient for them. But
yeah, and also inconvenient for me. Many of your dealings are with buffoons. Yeah, nicer words. Yeah. 40%.
$50 because you're my daughter.
You would never cut that deal with another person. 45, and she'll stick her hand out to you.
45. I shake it. I don't make the tattoo appear because I would never do that to my daughter.
I'll never allow my daughter to get a tattoo.
No, I get the tattoos. I go. There's a lot going on. A lot of stuff that I didn't think I'd find myself into, but just be aware. Stuff might be changing over the next month or so, specifically in Spalding. It's good that you're here. How's the tutoring coming?
It's coming.
Okay.
The city is really not great for that.
Yeah. But I mean, at least you're not in Spalding anymore.
At least I'm not in Spalding. Instead, I'm surrounded by a bunch of techno nerds that listen to loud instrumentals made on brass contraptions.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I can't wait to go back to Alona.
Yes. I met someone that reminded me a lot of you. She had a little spider on her all the time. Reminded me back in your how actually you are now. Which is, I didn't want to be in town without coming through. At least once.
Well, thanks. Are you going to be spending the night here?
Probably, yeah. We can catch up like old times. Here, and I give her my rapier, right? And I put it on the thing. I go, I have no need of this anymore. And it was originally your mother's, your biological mother. I can at least give you this. And the rapier I've been holding, I just put it on the side. So
she'll take it and puts it up on top of the mantle above the small oven she has. Well, thanks. I suppose I'll find a way to use this one way or another.
Of course. I feel like you'd find this very interesting. And I pull out the beholder membrane and I go, check this out.
Is that a beholder membrane?
Yes.
Did you get the big eye?
No. Unfortunately, the people I was with disintegrated most of it, so I couldn't. It was a little hard to recover.
God damn it. Why do people always do that? You can create an anti-magic sphere with that. It's so valuable.
Yes. But you've been in here a little longer than I have. Do you know anyone who can implant this into someone?
You want a full beholder eye stalk in your eye.
Just the eyeball, the eyeball itself.
No.
If not me, I know someone else. I think that is an amazing idea. And if you end up finding out who can do that, I think it would be great.
You realize beholders are eldritch creatures, right? Do
I deal
you
with
know
dark
what that would
fiends all the
do
time.
to your eyes, like your mind? We don't know what
Very
they
strong
see,
mind.
and whenever they try to show people, they usually go insane. Are you so stupid?
I didn't say it was going to be me. Or maybe it might be me. I haven't decided. I know a dude who's semi-dead. I think would be amazing in him.
Palpatine, do it. Well, if I meet a necromancer, I'll let you know. But I don't really like those people.
Well, just keep an ear open.
They're almost as bad as
Um.
those enchanters. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, again, I try not to think. Again, most magic is neutral in my eyes. It's the people that make it evil.
If you knew the fundamentals of enchantment, magecraft, it's evil.
I don't know. My magic's fueled by emotions, not manipulation. So it's a little different.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, and I would just spend the night regaling her about like what I've been up to, about the infinitus situation, and basically just try to like explain to her that it's important. So
Well, she
That's it.
accepts the information, listens to your stories, and seems much more interested in the mental components of everything that was happening, more
Mhm.
interested in the physiology of the creature, the texture of it, all of that. She
Yeah, and then I
definitely
would, like,
has
tell her
a
about who I'm with.
inquisitive mind over anything else.
yeah, I would explain to her who I'm with and what they're like, and I'd be like, oh, I made a deal with an Asimar. I haven't seen one of those in forever.
An
I haven't
Asimar?
decided. An Asimar. She like transformed, and I was like, oh.
Those people are way too ostentatious.
Well, one's in a deal with me, and I pull up my sleeve and show the 3 feathers, and I go, well, the deal. Just haven't decided what it is yet.
Suppose I should be used to ostentatious individuals at this point.
Oh shit. Called out.
Hey, she's like the emo kid, you know, like, God, you're
Yeah.
so embarrassing, Dad.
Oh.
I give her her space.
Yeah.
That's it.
You make her live in a different house.
She chose that.
Make her. This is her house.
Yeah.
I don't know her, so I don't know
So-
it. I'm just going to assume.
Evening goes by, everybody. Morning rolls around. We can travel to the point where Reese meets up with everybody back at the tavern they all stayed in before Monkey and Glenn buy all of their breakfast sandwiches to start handing out around town.
Mhm.
Or we'll say after, just to make it easier.
Yep, perfect.
I think I show up early, and I see Glenn up early too, because we only need 4 hours of
Yeah.
sleep.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Hello.
you're
yeah.
forgetting somebody else. Mr.
Listen,
Himbo
it's,
himself.
Yep.
Oh shit.
See, it's great because Glenn can get up early and start the order and maybe prepare it.
It would track that all 3 of you are morning elves.
Mm.
Good
I
morning,
gotta- I
Reese.
think
How are you
Reese-
doing today?
I'm just drinking like my whole thing of coffee, even though it's infinite, and I go, good, very good.
Great.
Just-
I heard you went to go spend time with your daughter. Was that nice?
Of course.
You have a good
always
time?
nice.
Good conversation?
Mhm.
Oh, that is
She's tracking
wonderful.
everything.
It's been a long time since I got to speak with someone from my family. I miss it. Even though my
Yeah.
dad was abusive as fuck.
I mean, I wasn't
I
the
sense
best.
trauma.
I wasn't the best father either, and I don't know what your situation is, but
Ah, well, I
got
must
through
forewarn you.
all
If you are abusive to your child, they'll probably develop resentment to you, and possibly make
there's a
powerful
phase.
friends that one day may return home and destroy them.
So it seems oddly specific.
It
Oddly
took you a
specific.
while.
I'm like picking my spells out, and I'm like, oh
Wait.
shit.
Gabriel
Very
has
oddly specific.
ulterior motives?
Yeah.
I made a joke, but I was muted. I was saying, "You're saying you abuse her," and you pick up.
He just lifts you up into the air.
He just throws me. He just breaks my back. How dare!
You abuse. No, father, please.
I would explain to him, like, well, my scenario was different. It was abusive because I didn't understand. Drowned in work and neglect more than abuse.
Oh.
But we got past that, but that was just with time. So I don't know what your scenario was, but sometimes the best intentions can be construed as that.
Oh, here. And he like unbuttons his shirt and shows his back is just rippled with scars all the way across it.
Oh no, that's abuse. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh no.
You know, I don't hold any resentment myself. However, if other people feel motivated to overthrow him, that is their prerogative.
Yeah.
Oh
At least my stuff made sense. I had
Did
a
Bart
wife.
hear
I had
that?
2 wives.
Actually, good question. He would be talking in like Bart because you and him share a room, Bart. Most of the time. So yeah, Bart, you would have heard that, even though you're trying to sleep.
Just like mine was 2 wives ago. That's why.
Isn't Gavril's father the
Yeah.
Rasputin type? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if we do ever go back to the motherland, we will probably have to kill your father.
Oh, I never
Oh,
said
no.
anything about all of that. Hey, since you're away, Bartikov, do you want to come meet me for my 5-mile run? It's a good
So-
warm-up.
It is a good opportunity to get you alone without witnesses.
You're so funny, and he like slaps you on the back while you're lying there.
Fine.
13th
I'm
cracked vertebrae.
So, after Monkey and Glenn gets back from their things, and Samdi and Katarine get to wake up organically, Bart is already catching his breath and bathed up from the morning run. You all get to sit down at breakfast.
I float over the plate too. Bart, just don't move.
Thank you.
Bart,
Good morning.
notably, after joining him for just a few times with his morning routine, you're already starting to get more into the shape you were once in. So in case there's ever a feat that you wish to take called, like, athlete or something like that.
Those sound like role-playing feats, Joey. Don't be
It's
silly.
good! Oh no, I'm prone 5 feet! Just
Yeah.
climb! Like,
However,
If I'm
if
taking
you
a feat,
remove
it's alert.
if you remove
Wait.
the chance of becoming prone,
The alert comes from watching every chance to kill Gabriel.
That's
what
also
that
fair.
is.
You are very alert. God,
Can
why are
I
there so
argue-
many
can I
witnesses this morning? Just
Yeah.
can I argue for toughness with the amount of times Gabriel hits him?
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
As we're sitting there, Kat pulls out the diagrams that she did for the crystal and everything, and she sets them between Glenn and Gabriel, and is like, okay, so taking a reflection of what happened yesterday, this is kind of how this particular thing worked. And she's like the grad student who's like, someone has some knowledge about what I'm doing, and it's just like info dumping on the two of them.
Glenn's just got like a blank stare, just trying to listen in as much as he can.
Yeah, this is way above your pay grade or knowledge threshold, Glenn.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Just,
Princess, this is similar to the magic that you have, your family has, with the mirror trick. Your mother
Exactly.
used it on a few occasions to thwart off assassins.
Yes, that is exactly what was used here, and the magic itself, because it was a reflection, it created like you'd see with mirrors that reflect and have all the. It was enough to break it that way.
Oh, very clever.
that spell check, by the way, is so interesting. I love it.
It's the same with the removing of the hearts. That was We might need to compare notes at some point, Reese.
I don't know if I can teach you. Mine's just based off of like emotions and stuff. But I can try.
So you just feel like ripping a heart out of a chest?
Yes. All the time.
I've
I
never
know
felt
this
like that
feeling.
before.
It's power.
I'd rather give someone
And
a
leverage. Yeah, of course. I hug them too. My hands are on their chest. I hug their heart.
Come here. Shh, shh, shh. Bring it in. Bring it in. Oh, it's
kinda-
interesting. It seems like a more powerful and permanent effect than what you have. Do you think perhaps would that be a higher level casting or a more frequent casting that would cause something like that to occur?
What in what regard?
The crystal. I believe that it would be. That seems in itself to be a higher cast, because the amount of damage that was done to it as we were investigating it seemed to not affect it whatsoever. If it had been a smaller cast over time, it would have made it permanent, but it would have had a smaller effect.
Glenn just comes back, blank stare. It's like, oh, and there was also that the amount of time the short amount of time it took to bounce back, so that maybe the crystal couldn't like recharge the ability of its to try and reflect it back again.
That is a possibility, yes.
Somebody who's like not been paying attention, eating food, just rocks back. Holy shit, he said something smart.
And it's funny. it's great because Kat gets to bring out like all the intelligence in people that don't
Get
always
to
get
show
showed
off. Yeah. Who would have thought these two are the probably second and third smartest people at the party?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, that's it. I must prove my intellectual superiority over Gabriel.
I look forward to the challenge someday. I'm sure you'll do great.
I choose trivia night.
I choose trivia.
We should. We absolutely should. That would be so much fun.
A D&D trivia night? Oh, that'd be terrifying. That'd be so much work.
No, I mean like in party. Like
Yeah, it'd still
like-
be a lot of
That sounds like even more work.
work.
If I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to metagame whilst doing my D&D. My D&D trivia is poor at best.
I'm assuming it would be just the characters rolling dice.
yeah.
I feel like we lose because somebody can literally read the mind of whoever's asking that question.
Second cat. But no, like
And Reese.
just,
Like.
Yeah.
I just don't do it very often. It's intrusive.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to go, should I prepare the horses?
that would be a good idea. I believe that we will be finding out where to go shortly.
Sounds wonderful. I'll go gather them up. But great exercise this morning. Tomorrow we do 8.
No.
As he's already walking out.
Catherine,
Right.
I hope you know that the only thing attaching him to this mortal realm is you. If you fall in combat, the first thing I do as part of my grief process is tear out his spine.
Say
Well,
that I'm
it's
a monster.
It's a sturdy spine, so you might maybe a magical item out of it.
Yeah. It's not lay on hands for Cat. It's immediately reaching and ripping out spine.
Yeah.
She drops.
Oh, she's
now's my chance.
unconscious?
Rip.
Yeah.
Now I'll bring her up. She has 3
Yeah,
death
yeah,
staves.
she's, you know.
I thought you were dead.
Oh no, another creature attacked us while you were down, but he just died. I'm sorry, and then I brought you back.
Suspiciously spine-shaped hole in his back.
No.
Well, now is your opportunity to discuss what it is we're going to be doing. You have quite a bit more information on hand as to what's going on with all of this. Go ahead and discuss amongst yourselves.
So I just got one thing before discussion begins. Katarine, do you have gentle repose?
I do.
Can you cast them on the mantis sides for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Vigilantly casting.
Oh, if that's the case. I pull out the
Please,
wings.
please. Save my eye.
Yeah, the wings, the eye, the membrane, and the horn.
Yeah.
I don't think the horn would decay, would it? The horn from the Overlord? Specifically, the Overlord 2.
Oh, no, the
Okay.
horn is perfectly fine. That just counts as ivory.
Okay, and then the wings?
Those would decay, so yeah.
Okay.
If it's something that's supposed to be used in potions or magical item creation, usually it decays, unless it's made out of something like ivory.
That was Overlord 1's wings.
Yeah. So go ahead, discuss, everybody.
In character or out?
Either or, honestly. That's your guys'
Okay.
call.
It's probably easier out.
Yes.
So, so Kat's kind of goal here is to eliminate the leverage that the Spaldings have over the Church of Asmodeus, and also eliminate the threat from the cult inside of it.
So
you want to head back to Spalding first, because we're not in Spalding right now, right?
But
Correct.
assuming that was talked at all about, right?
Mhm.
Right, like I'm one of the influences for the Spalding and the Church of Asmodeus.
But in particular, the cult's presence in this area, on this side of the continent, like
okay.
the priests, like her
The
ideas-
Infinitus thing.
Yeah, if we kill the priests, then the Spaldings don't have as much influence, and therefore we're not going to. That's the way to eliminate the law from coming in.
Okay.
In order to take care of Mahadi's stuff.
Okay.
So her suggestion would be to go and find and eliminate the priests next.
Right.
Just we don't have any. Well, I have picked out several divination spells to figure out where they are. So.
Yeah, Glenn's willing to tag along for that. Only thing is, if there's anything that we want to take care of in this city that we're currently at before we move through.
Yeah, you are in the city
Spalding.
of science. I don't know if that matters.
And we just got a ton of money.
Yeah.
So there might be like some technological stuff or something that we might want to try to look into that could help us.
Mm-hmm. And then the city of, sorry, let me look through my notes. It would be mentioned that I do have a circle at the church we do need to go to. So like a teleportation circle. The issue is that, like, take that as you will. There's risks with that.
Right. So, if we go to the church in Alona, we can kind of get eyes on who's combating all of it, who's starting all of it and influencing that, but it also puts us closer to that source of power, right? Like that's definitely a possibility to try and because we have, we have some names, right? Like, but to kind of figure out, you know, at the same time as we're trying to find the priests or the agents, we could try to understand the social side of it. Is that kind of where you're going with that, Reese?
For
like
what do you mean?
at the church in Alona.
Oh, like if we go there, because ultimately, like I'm set to kill this Voldemort dude, right? Because I've connected him with Vindic Stoker.
Oh yeah, the Lord of Volderon.
Yeah, Voldemort.
Volderon.
Volderon. Yeah. Freaking Volderon, right? Because he's like the dude that I've connected to, or that keeps coming up.
Stoker's the guy you guys killed. Well,
Yeah, we're not talking about
Petrified.
Vin.
Yeah.
Dick Stroker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Deep Stroker died.
Thank you. Finally getting the pun I made there.
I got it a while ago, but
Yeah.
I never had just didn't feel right.
Oh.
Yeah.
I missed that one. I actually
It's right
did.
there. Like,
I know.
Yes.
That was pretty smart.
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Lord
Lord
Voldemort.
Lord Volderon. Yeah, he's the dude that
Yeah.
keeps coming up. So like he's the next person to bug, if anything.
Lord Voldemort, like
Yeah.
moron. Yeah.
And he's like the head of, correct me if I'm wrong, Joey. He's like the head of the Asmodeus Church in Alona, right?
Mhm.
Yes, which is the head of the church on this entire continent.
Yeah.
Like he's the most powerful guy.
Yeah.
That they have.
If there's an archpriest, that would be him.
Which would make sense if he's in league with the Infinitus people.
Mhm.
Because they have so much influence. It would make sense that they're in a higher position.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, it sounds like that you're wanting to kind of understand that situation more, like understand what's going on in the church itself in Alona.
yeah. Because if he's with the Infinitus people, like we can just take him out, right? Because if it comes down to it, we can get I can get some other people involved, with some certain favors. But ultimately, if we take him out, like the church it'll recover on its own, right? People will just pop up in power.
Right, but also doing that puts us in a really difficult social situation. Like it's a very delicate thing.
It is. But I mean, that's like the goal is to eventually take him out, for me at least.
Yes, and I agree. Like we, even if we take care of the agents, we still need to take care of the source of the problem.
Yeah.
We could also go to Valen, and talk to them about the corruption within the church itself.
Mm-hmm.
We could, that's part of who we can get on board for that.
Mm-hmm. And I could always reach out to Tree. It's just that's a big favor. So I would have to call it in if that's the case.
Well, Valen, Kat has connections to. So, that's not a problem to try and get them involved. I think Alona is a good, like, figuring out where the agents are would be a good start.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that through the course of pursuing them, we'll end up kind of in Alona and understanding that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like she's also, got in the back of her mind, like, we don't want this law to get passed yet. So that
Okay.
seems a little
I'm
bit
in the same boat.
It seems a little bit more urgent to get that done.
And I would also bring up, like, if we need to stall that law, I can pull some strings if I need to.
Okay.
And like I would also like let it be known that like I am a Spalding.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am married into the family.
Mm-hmm.
So that does come with certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
But in that regards though, like our best bet is to just kind of move quicker, though it doesn't come to me trying to stall a law.
Yeah, exactly. So Kat's kind of mostly in favor in finding and then destroying the agents first. So Is that kind of where everyone sees all of that going?
I think mostly in Jack, correct me if I'm wrong. Glenn and I have been discussing the layout of the churches that we build, where it has like a hair salon in the front, and then you go in the back. There's 2 wings for combat to go on. That way you can get your hair done on the way in to go in the ring, fight a little bit, and then get some touch up on the way back out.
Phenomenal.
God, I'm gonna hate making that map.
It's gonna be great.
So yes, you guys are happy with the idea of head to Spalding, disrupt the flow of this law that they're trying to pass from being passed, uproot whatever connection Lord Volderin has to the Church of Asmodeus there through his influence of Infernitus, and then go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
as I messaged in Roll20, everybody, we're going to be ending the stream here. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. See ya.